didn't when I was playing Baiken, all right?
Yeah. I honestly don't know what this matchup's like on a video.
Yeah.
I mean, Vikings have good mid-range normals, but like Goldlewis has like very slow but far-ranging specials with his swings, his jump-ins, his machine gun. Honestly, I can go either way. I imagine it might be Vikings' favor just solely because she's faster. She can deal with, she can jump in, and then when she gets a mix-up, she's in. She's like glue.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, let's just see how that goes.
Exactly, right?
More of a, instead of a character matchup, it might be just a player matchup between these two.
I think part of my gut reaction tells me that it's going to be a bit harder for Goldlewis to get some of the great chip on specials because Baiken has access to parry.
Right.
So that is one concern I think Goldlewis is going to have to keep aware of, is that you get parried out of your, if you try and go for those big overheads to get those swings, Baiken can, on reaction, just, get the parry off and take a bunch of damage back and take her turn back, which can be frightening. But if you get those good Okazime setups with the little drone, gets it a lot harder because the parry doesn't beat out projectiles.
Gotcha.
Right? So you can set up, situations where you're hitting afterwards and punish her for pressing buttons.
Right.
So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how both these players execute on their strengths and weaknesses. I also think it's important for Goldlewis. He can't be too afraid of the parry.
Right. Right. You can't. You're just gonna end up getting chipped out. You're gonna be getting hit by like small normals, and then you're gonna get into the Tommy loops.
Like, I think Ramala recently was talking about that on a stream of hers, where she was talking about parry for Baiken is your biggest threat, but it's not always your biggest tool. Your biggest threat is sometimes not your biggest, your most used option.
Yeah.
Just the idea of sometimes getting your turn taken back by force can force you in a situation where you don't want to hit buttons. But we'll see how Raider's going to handle this one.
Gotcha. All right. Oh, immediate 5S.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, big counter hit.
Big left up, get the drone out. He's going to go for those overhead.
Jump in from Goldlewis.
Yeah. Both of them playing pretty safe. Yep, gets 6P'd. Close slash into the dust.
Ooh, one thing Camper likes to do is use his JD a lot as a projectile, just to get people off of him in the air for airs.
Exactly right.
Which is really surprising because like almost every single Baiken player I play against just do jump back JS.
Oh yeah. It works. Like, the jumping slash is really good, but if you think your opponent's going to try and contest you in the air, that jumping dust can't hold a ton of room. Ooh, that was a great Yosansen. Tiger Need very well. Seems like the pressure's going well in CMDRCamper's favor. CMDRCamper is just going to try and lock him down with those same loops and those same things you saw him doing against Sweet Mamas earlier.
Ooh, nice. 6K continue the pressure.
Yeah.
JH into wall break.
Yeah.
Ooh, BRC.
RC into the slash heavy slash. There's that Kabari and Yosansen hitting on the back.
That move is a menace. It's so big, and then it also crosses up.
Yeah. Seems like Baiken, currently Raider 80 hasn't been using the parry much, but I think we saw again. Ooh, reversal.
Did he press? No,
yeah, I thought that was a safe jump. Very smart by Raider.
Ooh, JD.
Very nice JD, yeah. One thing I think I noticed in the last matchup is as the set went on, CMDRCamper became a lot more willing to use the parry, and I think it's kind of an information gathering at this stage of the game, right?
At what point's gonna use parry, or maybe he's like, since I didn't use it this whole round, he's not gonna expect it.
Yeah.
So I just pull it out.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Going for the overheads. Still not reacting to those yet, but we'll see if he's able to pick it up later in the set. Tries to go for the cross up. One downside about that Kabari is it doesn't hit behind, so you're forced to kind of press a button afterwards or block and see if your opponent's going to press something as well. Roman cancel. Ooh, good low.
Out of the corner. It's now Goldlewis pressure time. Nice BRC. Ooh, nice grab. Oh.
Grab back. Setting up the safe jump to Tommy.
Ooh,
it crosses it up. Very solid play.
Kabari, like not Kabari, I'm sorry. The tether is actually really, is one of the coolest things about this character.
Oh yeah.
Because of all the options it opens up, not just for the other character to do their sick combos, because you saw those like Leo Twitter combos where he's just doing dash into 5K, dash 5K.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
As he's tethered onto Baiken.
Yeah.
But like Baiken's got sauce with her.
Oh yeah. I mean, one of Baiken's parry is one of the best ways to get herself out of troubling situations. But like we saw there, if you're Raider 80 and you're doing a good job of staggering your pressure and and choosing different options. I mean, Raider Itty just came
nice
off of
parry.
a perfect. There's that first parry. That's fantastic. Reacting to it.
Ooh.
But Raider Itty just coming off of a perfect, and you're seeing how kind of vulnerable this matchup can be, and kind of the nature of Strive here, where you can get blown up one game and blow your opponent up right back the next, you know?
Nice,
This should kill.
TK.
Yeah. Commander Camper going up 2-0 on the verge of resetting the bracket. Getting close. This is what we like to see, right?
Right.
You see Raider kind of taking a lean back, thinking a little bit about the decisions.
Think about the matchup. How's he going to deal with Baiken?
An underappreciated aspect of the game is taking a quick break between sets, sometimes taking 10-15 seconds to clear your head and think about the match, think about what you have to do. And let's see what Raider Itty is figuring out about this matchup.
Are we going to see some secret tag?
Oh, this is going to be a lot of damage.
That was a nice string. Ooh.
Right in the face of Baiken, hoping to get a parry pressed. Catches her jumping. Ooh. There's
Can't be blocking forever.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice
Very good. That was fantastic pressure, and it had Raider so afraid to press a button. I think that little drone on the ground in the face kind of threw him off, because you're expecting to be able to press a button against something, but when you put that drone down, you're suddenly unaware. You know, your opponent's telling you they're not afraid of you. They're not afraid of your options, and they're willing to mix things up and threaten.
Nice JS here's Insane. Area. Ooh, that was such a far-reaching swing from Raider.
It seems like Commander Camper is just pressing some buttons.
Unfortunately, at the same time, while Goldlewis is swinging, causing a counter hit.
Oh, yeah.
So Baiken can take it back. Ooh, nice.
That chip damage is so insane.
Yep.
One more of those coffin swings. There we go.
Oh.
Jabs.
Going for the safe option, going for 5P.
That 10-15 second break caused Raider Itty to come back. I mean, that was just solid pressure, solid options, and mixing up the options is huge against Baiken. The timings are everything, because that parry's only going to be active for 6 frames, right?
Raider's getting caught by the Ramsar JS. That's what it is. He probably should turn a area, but it's so Baiken's JS is so good, because at least in previous games, it didn't have a hurt box on it. And this game, I know it has a hurt box. But like, it's still very good. Very good normal.
Oh yeah, it's still a very good option. Ooh, matches that 720.
Oh!
Parries!
Nice parry!
Oh, that was nasty.
Does not kill, but dang, scares opponent.
It sends a message.
Nice cross up. Ooh,
great jumping dust. That's 720 parry. I mean, your parry comes out so quick that it's worth doing in those sorts of situations. But man, does that send a message, because now Raider's not going to want to do that for most of the set. You're going to be afraid, because you're going to remember that punish more than the attempt itself. And that was the first one Raider's done all set against Commander Camper. Great air-to-air combo.
Nice. Those conversions.
Yeah, very solid conversion.
Camper just fishing out for a 5 JD air.
I know one big thing about Baiken is you're really going to want to try and make your opponent jump with your strong pressure on the ground. And once your opponent starts jumping, you're able to get those powerful air-to-air conversions. And you're jumping dust, you're jumping Yosansen. All those moves are going to really help control the airspace around you.
With the, I'm actually surprised that will.
Drops it.
Oh, that's
gets thrown.
Can he get the make? Oh. Ooh.
It baits the burst. Very intelligent. Commander Camper just reset the bracket.
Right.
Both of them are going to be in losers. Commander Camper really wants to take revenge for getting dropped into losers themselves earlier.
Oh, character switch.
Oh. Let's see what he's thinking. No? Seems like just wanted to bring it back. Maybe a color switch?
Maybe that was it. Maybe that's all he needed was a color switch.
Yeah, seems like he's dropping over the color.
Maybe this is what it takes to win the game.
Exactly. Hey, sometimes, I mean, honestly, sometimes the biggest thing is, like, coming from Smash, sometimes switching over to a stage to hear a certain song, that can really help put you back in the heat of battle.
Yeah. You're just in the groove.
Exactly, right? You want something that, I mean, sometimes, too, just taking a quick little break by quitting out can help, right? It's going to be your true final.
Burst, round start.
Yeah.
Camper doing his JD.
I think what Raider's kind of realizing in this matchup is that the worst thing you can do is lose the center stage, right? When you're pushed into a corner, it's hard, but you really want to keep Baiken trapped in the corner. That's where he's getting most of his most damaging combos and most of his best neutral interactions.
Getting hit, counter hit. It's gonna be super into wall break, and then it's gonna be a safe jump with a bunch of meter from Baiken.
Exactly right.
Ooh,
720, gonna get parried.
Yep.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep. Run up D. Set up for the parry. I wonder, can you parry after the super flash? Like after the...
Yeah, so you can actually buffer it during, as long as you're not doing any other action, you can buffer it while you see the super. So you don't even have to try and react. You can just input it ahead of time and be ready for it, which is why, you know, like you saw, he ran up and immediately blocked and was anticipating Raider to do something. He ended up getting that parry for free off of it. Right. Great machine gun. That's going to take away half that meter from Baiken.
Nice collision with the swing and the JD. I thought that was really funny. Baiken checking the jump-ins. Ooh, nice air throw.
Air throw, very nice Roman cancel for that. Tatami Matt, not going to quite be dead yet, but close. There's the Kabari.
Game 1 going to Camper.
Yeah, it seems like the wheels are kind of, the train is kind of, you know, the brakes have been burned off. This train for Commander Camper is just going to keep going.
Real hard about how he's going to approach Baiken as Goldlewis.
I mean, Raider's got to figure out a way to slow down Camper because Camper's really riding this momentum. We've won, you know, 3-1 the last set, already up 1 set in this one. Commander Camper's going to have to figure out a way to slow it down and kind of force these positive interactions in the corner.
You can't let Baiken jump. I feel like that's it because the amount of options that Baiken has after jumping is JD, JS. It's fish counter hits. Josen Sen cross sub. It's just a huge normal. And converts and gives Baiken her turn back. But once Baiken has her turn, it's really hard for Goldlewis to...
She just Kabari to Tommy, loops you all day. Watch that, waiting for a button to press and gets the kill.
Right.
Commander Camper looking like a beast.
Just trying to jab just to check Baiken for all or minus.
Exactly, right. I mean, even jab is rough because a lot of her strings, if she spaces her 5Ks into 6Ks safely, they're safe on block.
Right.
So you can't necessarily do anything against them, but... Let's see, Raider's going to have to figure out a way. Ooh, great job. And now forcing Baiken into the corner. That's a huge damage conversion.
Ooh! Did not opt for the wall break, instead keeping Baiken in the corner.
Yeah, which I think is worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want Baiken, like, you might as well keep corner.
Exactly, right? Especially when you have that little, after getting a conversion like that, Raider, like I said, is finding a lot of his best interactions in the corner. That parry there, by the way, is too far away to actually do anything to connect. So instead just presses the thing away. You get a free, you know, you get out without taking any damage, but it doesn't really help you out much.
Right.
But as we've been seeing, Raider's best interactions are when he's got Baiken forced back into the corner.
That's probably the secret of the matchup, just keep Baiken locked down, and that's it. But it's really hard for...
Yeah, because then you see stuff like this instead, where you just got wall broken, and that was off of 1 air-to-air to conversion, right?
Ooh. Nice 5S.
Into Tommy Matt. Reads the jump, but blocks it. That's the great thing about Baiken. She has so many good tools to catch you jumping that eventually, once you get all this pressure on the ground, you want to jump to get away from it. You're getting desperate, and all of a sudden, jump dust, you know, jump slash, and then you can convert into a full combo off of that. Right. It can feel disheartening. You see Raider's taking a long, hard think about this one, trying to make sure he's on the right decision, maybe trying to slow down.
Point.
Right?
Yeah, it's 2-0 right now for
Commander Camper,
Commander Camper.
Raider rematching, having faith in his character, and it brought him this far, all the way up to Grands anyway.
Right.
All right, starting it off, this is where you want to be, in this corner against Baiken, forcing Baiken to play your game and do the things you want to do. Gets the wall break, it's worth it. You're full health, now you're getting that meter. Baiken's at a quarter, so one little hit will help kill, and with the Roman cancel available, it's a lot easier to get those hits.
Ooh!
Boom, right there.
It makes him with the parry.
Exactly, right?
Jab counter hit into conversion. Ooh, nice grab.
Good grab, yeah, very solid. Gets a safe jump to Tommy. Doesn't press any buttons, but Raider getting a lot of his turn back off this. Oh, the parry. Those jump-ins have been so useful for Raider in this
Raider
game.
reading those parries.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Go was too slow for him to be able to.
These are those Kabari loops where you just can't really press a single button. Commander Camper, or Raider showing some insane defense, being able to block that and keep himself safe. Goes for a parry.
Oh, it's going to be big damage.
Yeah. Baiken tried to parry, and Raider was ready for it. The machine guns. Oh, 720 gets dash back.
Oh, no, that's round.
That's all right. Hey, you take those rounds, you know? It was a close round. You took round 1. You can take round 3, right? Gotcha. I mean, it was a great job there by Raider, though, calling out that parry from that Baiken and was able to get a good conversion off of it. Just barely lost it in the end, but still, Raider's got his game plan figured out.
Right.
If he can force Baiken into a corner and get on a positive side of her and keep her knocked down, it's going to look very favorable.
Oh, nice
Great grab.
Ooh, got hit with the cross up.
Raider, this is your tournament set. You got this. You got to be able to take it back. Otherwise, CMDRCamper is going to get the sweep off and reset the finals. This conversion is going to yield a ton of damage.
With the claw.
Send it for a safe jump. Bursts.
That's it. Yes.
Oh, the Yosanzen. This will be the game. That is grand finals going to CMDRCamper after a reset. Fantastic game by both players.